stupid. It's so dumb. This is like the 5th time I've heard someone recommending a healer strike. Dude, listen to me. You and I both know nothing is going on. Chat, I am here to not only explain a little bit about the healer strike, but also I honestly want to give my opinion. I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to share my thoughts. This is a nice little YouTube video, you know what I mean? Because I'll be honest, all the videos that I've seen explaining the healer strike are like 45 minutes long. I do not have time or nor the want to go in and learn about this for 45 minutes, chat. I can't be the only one. I want to hear what's up in like 2 minutes or less, and then I want someone to let me know what they think, you know what I mean? I'm trying my best to explain where this person is coming from. So Jamina here is saying, hey, I don't like how healers are in Final Fantasy XIV, so we shouldn't heal. I'm having a hard time following the logic personally, and it doesn't quite make sense. The recommendations that they've given to like for people not to heal and for people to join the strike, they don't make sense. So to be quite frank with you, no one's gonna be on strike, and this is just petty drama, and it's 100% unfounded, completely unfounded. If you're new to 14, just ignore this, homie. Play the game how you like, you know what I mean? It's that simple. I'm gonna be real with you. Look, skip it just like I did the MSQ. Yeah, I'm kind of confused. It's stupid. It's so dumb. If I could summarize this into 3 key points, chat, you ready for this? 1, everyone in the entire game has their own personal or group mit and heals. 2, healers don't do enough DPS and they're boring the DPS with. And then 3, healers don't use all their abilities in all forms of content. That's such a bad take. It doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna be real honest. This is literally black and white in my opinion. This person, Jamina, not only doesn't understand what they're asking for, they have offered zero ways to fix it in a meaningful way. Should we remove healing and mitigation from other roles? Absolutely not. That's the beautiful thing about like 4-8-man content, you know what I mean? That's the beautiful thing about Savage. That mit week 1 being the difference between us living or dying through a raid buster, or sorry, I apologize, a raid wide. In my opinion, that's what makes my blood pump in the morning, you know what I mean? Oversimplification of a DPS role. If healers had a full DPS rotation, where would they heal? I think the simplicity of the healer's dot and 1 damage GCD is a little bit boring, but as we get into Dawn Trail, we don't know if the whole point of this strike is to get healers in a more healery spot. Why would we need to give them more ways to do damage? Don't get me wrong, do I like the 2-button DPS role currently? Not too much. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little boring, but it frees me up to pay attention to what everyone else is doing and help them through content, you know what I mean? So while I'm pressing my 1 button, I'm not healing very much, right? I can watch my other teammates, I can understand what the boss is doing a little bit better, I can see who was in the wrong spot, those types of things, right? And let's be completely honest, when you were DPS, right? And you're doing your entire rotation, you were in a bubble. It's almost like you're not playing a multiplayer game. I think what's cool about healer is that you are playing a multiplayer game. Be completely honest with me. DPSs, they're literally playing the game on single player mode because they are not looking at other people's health bars. They are not looking at where the players go. They are just doing their 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Does that make sense, chat? Now, don't get me wrong. That's a gross oversimplification of what they do. But in the core essence, that's what they're doing. Same thing where healers are just filling bars, pressing 1 button and then filling bars. And the tanks are just making sure their bar doesn't hit 0 when the big damage comes. That's it. Frost, you said it perfectly. If I had a DPS rotation as a healer, I wouldn't be healing. I'd be looking at my hotbar. Thank you. Homogenization of healer roles. That's not a critique on healers. That is a critique on 14 as a whole. Final Fantasy XIV has a huge homogenization issue. All jobs play the same with very little spice in between them. This is probably the only one that I can really get behind. But do I have a good way to solve it? No, because that's going to take us back into like a Realm Reborn and Heaven's Ward territory where people absolutely loved the individuality of the jobs, but certain jobs fell into meta in late game content. In my opinion, my genuine thought, you know what I mean? Excessive oGCD heals? No. Give us more oGCDs. Give us more oGCDs. Give us more oGCD heals. How many oGCD heals does White Mage have? I think it's unironically 4, if you include Swiftcast. I think it's literally 4, if you include Swiftcast. Swiftcast, Presence of Mind, Gramadon, and yo, what's the other one? What's the other stupid one, dude? The bubble, dude. Oh my god. The other healers have quite a few GCDs, you know what I mean? So look, it is what it is. It is what it is. And then finally, lack of threat level in nearly all forms of content. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. There's huge threat in Savage. There's huge threat in EX. There's huge threat in Ultimates. There's huge threat in Deep Dungeon. There's huge threat in Criterion. There's threat everywhere. Matter is saying it perfectly. Challenge is opt in, not go play something else. Exactly. The challenge is never required, but it's there for those who want it. That's the beauty of Final Fantasy in my mind. How do we make this person understand that what they're saying is not only ill-informed, it literally has no foundation whatsoever in the current state of the game, because they've offered nothing. They've offered nothing. And that is what I think is rubbing me the wrong way the most. They've given us nothing besides a problem with not a single solution. Is this only an issue with Dawn Trail? Absolutely not. That's also a knowledge issue because not a lot of people play MMOs. MMOs, like I'm not gonna lie, chat, if you're playing an MMO, and yes, I'm talking to you, chat, if you're playing an MMO, you know what a 401k is. You're counting the days to retirement, you know what I mean? And you're probably about 4 or 5 years from needing, like, you know, some assistance, you know what I'm saying? Because we're old as hell, chat. We're old as hell. I'm kidding when I say 5 or 6 years, but we're old as Now listen to me. We're old as hell, and Fortnite gamers don't know what a chariot is. Fortnite gamers don't know how to stack, you know what I mean? And that's the kind of people that this game is trying to kind of bring in, you know what I mean? Free, I hate how right you are. Dude, it's true, chat, it's true. No, like, so again, chat, like, I agree with you. Can baseline content be harder in Final Fantasy? Yes, but I think the way that Final Fantasy stops progression, it needs to be as easy as it is, because it needs to be approachable, and it needs to be something that 99.9% of players can do without help. Without help is the key part there. If we summarize, 1, this person's crazy. 2, is their feedback justified? Sure. Can things always be better? Absolutely. Do the fixes that they offer make any sense? Absolutely not. They recommended that all other roles shouldn't be able to mitigate or heal themselves. They recommended that healers should have a more complex DPS rotation. All healers should be different. They should have less oGCD heals, and all content needs to be harder to heal through. Completely disagree with every piece of it. The only one that I kind of agree with is the homogenization of all roles, not just the healer roles. All roles. Every single one of them. All tanks shouldn't be alike. All DPS shouldn't be alike. All healers shouldn't be alike. Boom. If you guys want to talk more about this, don't forget to slide through the Discord. We're going to go ahead and get into some gaming right now. Say hi to YouTube, chat. Everybody say hi to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. How are you? Goodbye. Hello. Goodbye. Hello. I love that we can go live and have these conversations, because I feel like in a lot of chats, you can't talk about stuff like this. You know what I mean? I feel like in a lot of chats, they shy away from these things, you know? So I appreciate you guys being willing to like just have the conversation, even if we disagree, you know what I mean? Make sure to hit that bell if you want more content like this. All right, chat. Sheesh.
His name is Free. He likes to shoot.